Remember, Adnan, this is a food show. I want food imagery. I want beautiful food imagery. Delicious food. Amazing food. Oh, get this. I just thought it was cool.
All right, man. Walking down the alleyway towards Favorites Thai Barbecue.
Yes, sir. One of the better Thai restaurants in the city of Toronto. Bib Gourmand. Chef Ronnie does some amazing things in there.
Let's take our sandwich game up next level. Really try and create something that's unique. It's got really flavorful punch from a Thai angle. See what he's got. I never really thought that we could get something as cool as this to actually come to fruition. But if you think about the growth, think about all of our collabs and all the cool people that we've worked with. Is this not crazy to think? We're working with a Bib Gourmand chef in his kitchen, making a sandwich together.
To make it all the way here, doing a collab with Chef Ronnie, we're here. We're doing it.
We made it. How would you describe Favorites Thai Barbecue as a restaurant or like as a concept?
Man, it's one of those spots. It's like, you know, it's a really cool spot. It's arguably a hipster spot. You have to enter through a coffee shop, so that's how you know it's gonna be good. You have to go around the back. It's kind of hidden, but once you get in there, it feels like you're on the streets of Thailand. It's really an amazing restaurant.
You know what it honestly is, and I hate this word because it's so overplayed in Toronto culture now, but it's a hidden gem. It kind of feels like that spot where like, had somebody not put you onto it, you wouldn't know how to get in there, you wouldn't know how to get a reservation, but now it's become so much greater than just that vision, and it's like, you know, we're working with the guy who's got a couple bibs and you can sandwich with them.
You can never get a reservation. You got to know a guy that knows a guy. So we know a guy.
And look who it is, our Favorites trio. This is Carlos, he helps to run Favorites over here. We've got Celeste, she's GM, and Ronnie is chef de cuisine.
How's it going, guys?
Ronnie's gonna take us through, he's got much more experience in the kitchen. He's gonna help us kind of really put it all together and show us his magic.
That's enough of you. Ronnie, do you want to tell us what we're doing today? What we're gonna get up to?
We're gonna do a Thai-style roast beef sandwich today. The sauce is gonna be coconut cream and chili gem paste with the garlic, lime juice, and then we're gonna toss some fresh herbs on top. And then the beef will be roast with the lap seasoning.
All right, so it's all about the beef. We're steaksmen. We like eating meat. You mentioned sirloin. Why sirloin?
For me personally, I like fatty beef. Has that texture, fattiness, and then juice. The thing is have a strong beefy flavors. That's probably one of the best for sandwich cut.
Yeah, picanha is also one of my favorites. You're speaking my language. On the grill, just a little bit of salt. In the summer, it's perfect.
Yeah, but today not gonna be just salt and the pepper. So we're gonna put Thai spice on it.
So what was your first impression of these guys?
These guys? Oh. Okay, so for me, I was quite surprised because so once I heard someone open a sandwich shop, the first thought is they probably work in a restaurant before and then done a sandwich before. But once the first time I talked with this two, like they told me no, like we never worked in a kitchen before, and I was like, what? And then how you guys can just open a sandwich shop together? And then I was surprised and then curious what they're doing, but end up I tried the sandwich. It's really solid. It's really solid. I was surprised. It's new generation for this industry, you know?
I think you look at what we started with a year ago, where we are now, like there's so many learning lessons that we've kind of come across, but like at the end of the day, I mean, we're still learning, right? Everything we do is still a lesson.
But that's good, because you guys don't have a frame to lock you in. But for us, there's a frame. We're trained by this. This is the way how we're doing it. But once you're jumping with like no experience, you do whatever you want.
Probably know some things, like you put something in the fridge, you label it, you date it.
Yeah.
You don't even need to be taught that, you just do that. We're like, we should probably start labeling things.
Yeah, let's count how many sandwiches we sell a day and track that. Yeah. Man, we've had this discussion so many times, but food is the most like subjective thing where you can't tell somebody they're right or wrong, right? There's really like an opinion for everything. And so all you can do is say, hey, listen, like we are very passionate about the things that we make. We enjoy it. If you enjoy, that's great. If you don't, fuck you. No,
but
it's like, yeah, whatever, fine.
What we tell people, and I think a chef would agree with that. There is a right way, right? A well-done steak is not the right way. Yeah.
The well-done steak is your personal choice.
That's
There's
right.
choice, and then there's what's right.
We're gonna starting doing some little prep for the sandwich today. Okay, so most people cutting like this way, but this is not what I like. Okay, I like this way. It's because it's more textures, looks nicer.
Damn,
You
chef.
see it?
All right, Ricky, show us how it's done.
Okay.
Thinner.
Wait a second.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Not so bad. Not
Ricky's
so bad.
actually
See,
never
this is
had
still
a vegetable.
connect. Top to the bottom.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
This is not gonna cut properly, right? You're gonna push.
This is why we're steaksmen, not chefs.
Yeah, that's good.
Now
Yeah.
you're getting there.
There we go.
So once you look at the lemongrass, do you think all these parts can be used, or?
The whole part.
No, we only use this much. So we only use the ends parts, and then we have to cut them really, really thin.
It's actually quite poor technique that I just described here.
So once you get a coconut milk come in,
Yep.
they have 2 layers. Once they settle, they have the milk under, cream on the top. So the cream is thicker, extra flavor, and then oily. Once you're keeping them in the fridge, they're gonna turn into like butter. And we're gonna put the chili jam, dry chili, shrimp paste, and a palm sugar.
Ooh, like sweet spicy.
Depends, maybe it's spicy for you.
No, dude, we love spice.
He said you.
For me
He
specifically.
knows I can handle the spice.
Well, I was gonna say I'm Japanese. I'm good to go.
Lime juice. And now we need a garlic.
Is this a sauce recipe that you created yourself?
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go.
Very creamy.
Ah, delicious. I thought there was gonna be more kick.
A little bit of spice. Not that crazy.
This would scare off some folks in Little Italy. We have a hint of chili flakes in our chimichurri at the shop, and we've had people come in crying
No.
that it's that spicy. A woman walked in and was like in tears, demanding milk.
You gotta warn people.
Crazy. It's like, you need to tell people how spicy this is. I'm like, ma'am, it's chili flakes. Yeah.
They come in like with their whole family. I'm like, how did the rest of your family
Yeah.
like that? Oh, like, they were fine.
Sesame seeds, yeah.
People like disclose their allergies.
Sandwich, but instead of steak, can I make a pork? And instead of the cheese, can I just get some chimichurri? And it's not the right sandwich. You're like,
Somebody came in and demanded to put cheese on the steak sandwich. We just were like, we can't. It's like, no, but what if I pay you? No, we don't do modifications. Like, we make the sandwiches as is. And he just refused to accept it to a point where it's like, man, I think we've just become so conditioned where if you walk into a restaurant, you think that you have the say on how the menu should turn out, not necessarily that you're coming into that restaurant for that thing.
Yeah.
Just becoming so frustrating. Look at that, dude. You can just smell it as soon as you lift the lid.
Okay, this is the top sirloin, so you can see that's a chunk of fat.
my
It's the
personal
best parts.
favorite
Yep,
cut
yep.
of beef.
Center parts of the sirloin. It's a little bit on the less fatty part,
Yeah, I think we know which one.
but personally, I would have a high hope on the picanha.
What do we tell people if they come in and they say, can I have it well done?
What if someone comes in and asks for the impossible picanha? Don't order the picanha, go home, put your little fucking microwave ground beef in the oven, call it a day. Duck fat on picanha with all the flavors in that, like that coconut cream sauce. God damn. Oh, can I ask you a question actually? Because this is something that him and I debate all the time.
Yeah.
Do you keep both sides of the bun wet or dry? Like, do you put a sauce on either side?
I don't put the sauce on the bun. I put the sauce on the meat.
So you don't sauce the bun?
I don't sauce the bun.
Okay.
So I'm doing the opposite way.
Yeah, okay.
So I usually just put the meat on it, and then sauce, and then I put the vegetables on it.
My personal philosophy is that you may have the same ingredients, but the way they're assembled on the bun is going to make a big difference in the experience of when you're eating it. What do you think about a couple slices of cheddar cheese?
How about some American? Just right in the top there. Cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
If you ask me if this is spicy, I would say 0. 0 out of 10, it's a 0.
I think more sauce.
More sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Texture, fantastic.
A little bit more shrimp paste in there. So okay, let's try this version.
Well, it's dry chili too. You can taste the dry chili. Flakes.
For me, just like a little bit more spice.
Lemongrass in the sauce.
It's better, right?
Better for flavor and texture. Ronnie, are you sold on this sandwich?
I feel sauce is a little bit too strong at this batch, no?
Too strong?
I don't think so.
No, I think it's perfect.
I mean, I like it. I can eat this every day. You guys want like a little bit of sourness in there?
Yeah.
Something pickled?
I like chilies a lot. Maybe fresh chili, like a pickled fresh chili.
Well, in my opinion, fresh chili has a little problem is it might be like too sharp. No, dry chilies is more settled. They give you the heat, but fresh chili is a bit like too sharp.
Would you put fresh chili?
For me personally, I put fresh chili in the soup, pretty much everything. I can do that sharpness, you know?
Yeah, but think about yourself. This is a sandwich for you. I want fresh chilies. I'll be honest. A chili, you eat it, and then you get the heat. It comes after. So it's
What
okay.
if we do pickled chilies?
You can pickle it, take the edge off.
Right? Maybe we do pickled chilies, no?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think the second version had way more flavor on the sauce, so that's the direction you want to head in.
Great.
Okay, here you go, boys.
Ooh, oh me, oh my.
final
Look at that. That's a thing of beauty, isn't
version.
it?
Right there.
That is a thing of beauty.
I warm up the bread because this time the beef I served is cold. Because the last time is fresh. This time is cold because I feel cold can take in more flavors in my opinion because I roasted last night and then set on the fridge for overnight.
Yeah.
And then the texture 100% break down a lot. It won't be like really tough to eat.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
when we serve this in a store, do you envision this being like the steak is cold?
Yeah, steak is cold. You cook the steak on the day before, and then next day you slicing up. After you slice up, you just shovel into the sandwich. This peppers is habanero pepper. It's a non-spicy versions.
Okay.
Non-spicy habanero?
Yes.
They're so fresh.
I gotta say this. For our customers, based on the product that we serve, if we serve them this much meat, they'd be like, where's the rest of the meat? We have 8-ounce sandwiches or smallest. Our pork sandwich is probably, 8 ounces as well. So this is like significantly less meat than they would otherwise get with any other one of our sandwiches. So I have a worry that maybe a regular customer would buy this and they'd be like,
Yeah,
less
but
meat.
for the meat versions, you can just put as much as you
I was
want.
gonna say,
You know, because for me, I was compared to the sandwich size itself, and then it's a coat. You know, so it's up to you guys. If you guys want to top up more meat, 100%, I'm okay with it.
What do you think, Aki?
I think you're right, but I think the ratio of the fresh ingredients is very good next to how much meat is in there. If there's too much meat, it's gonna like overpower the leafiness of the cilantro and the mint.
Yeah, I think two reasons why I think we should have meat. First of all, the expectation of our customers, and second of all, just from a visual aesthetic perspective, 90% of the people that are going to be looking at this are never going to eat the sandwich. 95% of the people that look at this sandwich will never taste it. It's got to look good. Right?
I see more meat. I love
Yeah. And
Like you.
if you put more meat, it looks more impressive, even though in your mind as a customer, you're never gonna eat it, you can't really imagine what it tastes like. Yeah, if you put more meat, it may be less balanced, I'll concede that, but it's still gonna be very good. Right?
It is very
It's
good.
like the amount that you give up is not that much. And the amount that you gain, I think from the visual aspect and the customer expectation aspect, I think is huge.
So Ronnie, you saying make it more Instagrammable.
Sauce, I double side this time. So last time I put on the meat, but this time I put on the bread. So I realized bread are thick, right? So if you just put on the bread, you actually can taste the sauce a lot more. Okay, this is picanha, sirloin cap, and then I cured it, like quickly cured, roast in the oven for an hour and a half, and then let them chill for overnight. And then that's the results turning out. Inside are still juicy, you can see. that's from last night. It's still juicy, but it's not overcooked. And then you're still able to taste the meat flavor itself with the seasoning outside. I mean, for me, that's a classic roast beef.
Very beefy. This sandwich I think is delicious. It's coherent in its composition, which I appreciate as a sandwich lover.
As a sandwichman ourselves.
It looks visually delicious. All right, so this is where it's all gonna happen. Very soon, we're gonna have about 10 to 12 of our friends and some of the most influential foodies in the city of Toronto come here to try some of Chef Ronnie's culinary creations, his culinary masterpieces.
This is Ricky's proposal corner. We're gonna corner the chef, and we're gonna just ask him a bunch of questions about sandwiches that we want to make.
This mind is constantly churning out brilliant ideas. So this is the idea. Tuna burger, ground tuna, yellowfin, on a regular sesame seed burger bun with some mild, probably white cheddar or something like that, and a compound mayo with some herbs and something fresh in there, grilled on a grill over fire. What do you think about that?
No.
Tough one.
In all seriousness, we've come a long way to have the opportunity to work with Chef Ronnie and Favorites Thai Barbecue, placed at Bib Gourmand 2023, 2024, 2022?
Yes.
2022, 2023, 2024. It's a great accomplishment for us, and we're really excited to be here and excited to be doing what we're doing.
For me, I'm always big sandwich fan, so now finally I can serve something I would like in this restaurant, which is first time.
No more vegan stuff.
Not the vegan shit? Possible meat sandwich coming soon from Chef Ronnie.
No, it's gonna be roast beef. It's gonna be beef.
All right, we're here in front of Favorites Thai Barbecue. The day has come, the influencer event. It's a little chilly. Aki's not here because he couldn't handle the cold. It's currently feeling like minus 22 degrees out here. I was born in Canada, he was born in New York, can't handle it. It's all good.
Ricky's fucking outside too. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Minus 20 out there. Be my guest. All right, I'm gonna stay in here nice and warm.
So this is a culmination of about 14 months of work. We finally got on the radar of a Michelin Bib Gourmand restaurant, and Chef Ronnie is one of the best in town, and he's cooking up something great in that kitchen right now.
This is kind of the pinnacle of what it was we wanted to do with these collaborations, right? We're just a sandwich shop, right? Humble sandwich shop. We opened up last year. To be able to be in the same conversation as a Bib Gourmand chef, guy who's been recognized multiple years now, it's just crazy.
Day has come, we're super excited. Everyone's here, they're having some drinks, they're getting it going, and we're about to debut the newest special, the favorite sandwich, or Thai favorite sandwich, something like that.
Yeah, so it's Toronto's favorite sandwich. Ricky, get it right, only for this weekend. We figured, you know what, fucking, we'll do the foodie event, faves, us, some of the hottest foodies in the room, get the event out there, spread the word, and then just for 2 days only, it's Toronto's favorite sandwich. You know, it's just, it's crazy to be able to even have that opportunity, but here we are. All right, Chef, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna give a quick spiel before we start. Thank you everyone for coming. Obviously a lot of large personalities in the room. This is something that Bear Steak Sandwiches and Favorites have been coming up with for a while. We first started talking about the idea of a collab back in July. Here we are, not even 6 months later, and we have a 3-course meal ahead for you, as well as a surprise at the end.
So welcome for sure. And then tonight's dinner is all about flavors. The Thai flavors in 3 ways, which you can see on the menu. So gonna starting with refreshing, and then hitting to fresh and the spice. And then the last course will be Thai spice. Please enjoy the dinner.
This is really where the hard work happens. I'm just watching, just observing a master at work.
This is a classic Thai flavor. It's like Asian meets Canada.
I don't like talking to people. They scare me.
Lots of ideas I never thought before. And then it's definitely like a new blood, you know? Like someone tells you, oh, why you don't do this way? Why you don't do that way? Because I've been in this industry for a long time. For me, it's like I have like kind of a set mindset. It's like, oh, you shouldn't do this way. It has to be that way. But someone come in, tell you, oh, why not doing this way? Let's try it out. See how that gonna go. And then through the time I work with them, I say, yeah, it makes sense why they're being busy and then popular. It's like they're doing something definitely like new. and interesting, you know?
I think it's really cool that Bear Steak is doing another collab. I keep coming back. They're doing collab after collab after collab. I feel like it's just been a year of collabs for them, including mine. But this is a big one to end off on, like Michelin, Bib Gourmand. I mean, they're making a name for themselves. In 10 years from now, everybody's gonna know Bear Steak's name because I taught Aki how to use a reclap machine.
I feel like a teacher, like proctoring an exam, just scanning the room, making sure no shenanigans are happening. There's a loud guy over there that's just causing a ruckus. Simmer down, simmer down.
You know, like a Make-A-Wish kind of program where you kind of like get to do your dream job? Well, take a shot at Ricky just like roaming around the kitchen. He's like, oh, I know real food now. I'm a real boy. So everybody here was brought for this amazing menu curated by Chef Ronnie. It's a 3-course menu. What they don't know is that this menu was made in mind with our special. Our sandwich that we're gonna be debuting on Saturday and Sunday of this week, it kind of uses flavors from each of these courses, and the idea was to introduce people to the sandwich, slowly roll out each individual flavor, then combine it as a grand reveal at the end of the dinner party in a sandwich form.
They have no idea what's coming, these people. They're just eating, enjoying their meal, but they're gonna get hit with something fantastic, something amazing, something legendary, a culinary masterpiece, courtesy of Chef Ronnie and my brain.
What he said.
Are you agreeing with him?
I do agree with him. Well, he didn't say himself.
No, he did. He said courtesy of Chef Ronnie and my
Make-A-Wish.
And this
is the
brain,
Make-A-Wish.
this brain,
I had minimal, very minimal. So I'll be straight up, I had no input. Zero input.
So all the 3 dishes you guys had is gonna become all together to one sandwich. Okay, so the first oysters you have. No, it's not like everything I put together and I shoveled it into a sandwich, okay? I took the flavors and then make them combine to a sandwich.
All right, Aki fucked up the bread orders. We have like substitute bread, but this is it with a different bread. But it's still gonna be good.
I was gonna say, I like this bread.
Yeah, I know, it's good.
I
So
do
Ricky
too.
thinks that I'm the only operator of this operation when it's successful. And then when it's not successful, it's all your fault.
Correct. Always wins for me.
That's right.
Always be winning.
That's right, yeah. Ricky's claimed all the wins. There's no I in team, but there was an I in Ricardo, and he claims that as soon as we do well.
All right, today's a big day of the special. Chef Ronnie's here, Aki's upstairs. Woo! This is the coconut cream sauce. It just needs to thicken up, so we're gonna put it in the freezer for about 10 minutes, and then it's gonna be ready for service.
So we're launching a new sandwich with a bear steak today. So I'm here just to, quality check with those guys.
Yeah, I mean, typically on a weekend, you sell anywhere between 175 to 200.
Just steak.
Yeah, steak sandwiches. Because you're here and you are the star of the show, we'll probably sell just under 170, maybe 160 or so, and then the special will kind of cannibalize some of those steak sales.
Sounds good.
We put it in the rash, so it's a variable timer, but probably around 35 minutes.
35 minutes.
Yeah. 35, 40 minutes.
So we cut them half.
Yeah, cut it half.
But yeah, it tastes good.
All right,
Tastes good. Let's go upstairs.
we'll take it.
What are your first thoughts so far on the logistics here?
It was small.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
And taste that Thai
And the mint?
and the cilantro.
Yum. That is so good.
with that bun, the sesame bun. So good. Yep.
Delicious.
Okay, this is for Layla.
Awesome, thank you. Have to be really honest. What is lap?
A Thai dry seasoning, you know? It mixed with a lot of dry herbs in there, like a cumin, and then numbing pepper, and then starnies, shrimp paste, all that type of stuff in there, and then make to a powder. And then we toss that into the steak.
Amazing. I'm so excited.
How's it going, guys?
Ronnie's just enjoying watching.
Yeah, of course.
They've already, they're doing their little production there, yeah. It's right here.
That's really good.
Thai seasoning. Okay, sandwich rush. How'd that feel for you?
It's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's okay. Like,
No panic, no nothing?
No. Compared to the restaurant rush, this is okay. But it's fun, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, I hope your customers will like it.
They're gonna love it.
The lap, it slaps.
It feels like when we make sandwiches, like Ricky and I together, it's what we like.
Yeah.
But as soon as you introduce like a new chef or like somebody who's got like a different cuisine, it just introduces so many new flavors that we're like completely blow our minds away, right?
Absolutely. Honestly, I feel like it's like such a Toronto thing too, because like Toronto's just like a city. We have so many different cultures, and we come together and like make something beautiful. You have your amazing ideas, and then you mix that with like some of the other cultures that are in the city, and you get something that's like
Yeah, you take the best of what you like and then you sort of put it together, and that's how you make a sandwich that's as good as the one that Ronnie made, right?
What? What are you guys talking about?
What's how amazing your sandwich is.
How about your sandwiches?
It's good.
So it's been a long year. It's been an eventful year. We've done a lot of cool stuff, you know? We've done a ton of specials, done a ton of collaborations, and everything that we've done has been really delicious, and I'm super proud of it.
Let me ask you an honest question. Did you kind of foresee this? Did you think that we would be here doing something from the backyard all the way to working with a chef who's like acclaimed across the city?
I think this goes to show that we're a couple guys. We're a couple guys that know a little bit about food. We're just gonna keep getting bigger and better and having better and better opportunities. And yeah, we're ambitious and we have high hopes for this.
Let's just take a step back here and recognize just how much shit that we've actually done this year. So I feel like we're always kind of on the go. The motion just never stops, but man, we started from like serving what? 2,000 plus sausages for a festival. You parlay that into a collab with the King of Kensington, you make something cool. Then you go into another collab where you actually end up doing like cranberry special. You've got all these different ways of viewing food. And it's not just because we have, what, years of kitchen experience. We didn't go to culinary school. We're just two guys. We're two guys that love sandwiches.
Just a couple backyard boys.
Callback. When we first started this off in the backyard, you know, we were talking about 100 bear steak locations, worldwide, global, international takeover. Do you want to do a second location?
It's funny you mentioned that, because I got a call the other day from Jordan. And he says there's a space available that he wants us to come take a look at.
Shut the fuck up.
You want to go take a look at it?
Hell yeah.